The Nissan Leaf is a pioneer among affordable electric cars, and its maker deserves plenty of credit for being ahead of the curve in bringing this mass-produced, all-electric hatchback to the world. But a lot has changed since the Leaf first arrived in as a 2011 model. Several major automakers now build mass-market Leafs for the US market, including Volkswagen, Ford, BMW, and Kia. Luckily, the Leaf has changed with the times, and it's still a bit ahead of its newer rivals in terms of range, that all-important measure of an F's real-world usability. For 2016, the Leaf sub-level SV and SL trim levels now come standard with a higher capacity, 30.0 kWh battery pack that replaces the previous 24.0 kWh battery, which is still offered on the base Leaf S. The new, larger battery affords an EPA-rated range of 107 miles, a useful improvement over the 24 kWh Leaf's 84 miles. Further on a charge, all new or updated electric cars are imminent from Ford, General Motors, BMW, Hyundai, and Volkswagen, all of which promise to deliver 100 miles of range or better. But as of this writing, the Leaf is the only non-Tesla Leaf that tops the century mark. The Kia Soul is next best, at 93 miles of rated range, while others such as the Volkswagen e-Golf and Ford Focus Electric, in their current forms, at least, are rated at only 83 miles and 76 miles, respectively, on a full charge. The Leaf's new battery lived up to its promise in our experience. In mixed driving, including some battery-sapping highway stints, we measured a maximum driving range of 100 miles. Introduce more variables, like a highway-intensive commute or more extreme temperatures, and that number would decrease, predictably. But if it's to be driven exclusively around town at lower speeds, it doesn't seem far-fetched to see the Leaf match, or even beat, the EPA-rated 107-mile figure. View 49 photos. The graphics for the Leaf's digital gauge cluster and central infotainment display provide information in a clear and mostly useful manner, but they are starting to look old. The little trees that sprout somewhat unpredictably in the cluster based on driving behavior look odd and aren't particularly useful. But we appreciated Nissan's helpful display that estimates how many miles of range may be lost or gained by turning the climate control on or off. As expected, the navigation system, standard on SV and SL models, offers several F-specific functions such as information about nearby electric charging stations and the ability to overlay estimated driving range onto the map so you don't set a destination that's too far away for the amount of juice remaining in the battery. Not exactly quick, a stronger battery doesn't affect the Leaf's power output, which remains at 107 horsepower and 187 lb-ft of torque. Translation: it's still quite slow. A 0 to 60 mph run takes 10.4 seconds, which won't impress your passengers the way a Tesla will, to say the least. It's also slower than a Volkswagen e-Golf 9.4 seconds or a Ford Focus Electric 9.9 seconds and lagged 0.2 seconds behind the last Leaf we tested, in 2013, a difference at least partially attributable to this 2016 model's 37-pound weight gain. Even if it doesn't have a ludicrous mode, the Leaf's acceleration around town is acceptable for a compact hatchback. That's thanks largely to the electric motor's ability to deliver maximum torque just above 0 RPM. The Leaf struggles a bit more when asked to merge onto the highway or pass slow-moving semis. This car is not meant to be an effortless long-distance cruiser and, even with the added battery capacity, the Leaf's range is still very much a limiting factor. Although Leaf owners may not be able to beat e-Golf drivers in zero-tailpipe emission stoplight drag races, the Leaf did deliver significantly better energy efficiency than either the e-Golf or the Focus Electric. Despite relatively close EPA ratings among the three, our observed 114 mph from the Nissan beat the VW's result by 10 mph and the Ford's by a whopping 43 mph. Roomy transportation pod. There's not much fun to be had behind the wheel of the Leaf, Its soft suspension results in lots of body roll, and the low rolling resistance tires it's equipped with give up easily in hard cornering. The steering is also overly light for our tastes, providing little feedback and feel. The brake pedal feels vague, too, a common issue in hybrid and electric cars that blend regenerative and friction braking. It's best to think of the Leaf as a comfortable transportation pod, with a soft, supple ride and good visibility that make it easy to drive, as long as you don't push the car too hard. We found ourselves driving mostly in the car's shifter selectable B mode, which increases the amount of regenerative braking that happens when you lift off the gas pedal. An even more aggressive regeneration mode would be appreciated. Other Fs such as the BMW i3 offer more variability in their energy recuperation, with the highest settings allowing the option to essentially drive the car without tapping the brake pedal. View 49 photos. Like the i3, the Leaf is a purpose-built EV, meaning that it was engineered from the start to accommodate a battery pack. That helps its interior packaging compared to the Focus Electric, a conventional hatchback with significant modifications made to incorporate onboard electrical storage. The Leaf's 24 cubic foot cargo area is deep and offers more useful space than either of those direct competitors. Space in the rear seat is generous as well, and passengers back there also enjoy heated seats, at least in the top-spec SL model. Fully loaded. With a $1,570 premium package that added a 360-degree camera and a Bose audio system, our Leaf SL stickered for $39,390, a pretty penny for what amounts to, essentially, an economy car. And although the SL comes equipped with leather seats and navigation, it's missing features we expect at this price point, including power seats and active safety features such as blind spot monitoring and forward collisions warning. Luckily, most owners will still qualify for federal tax incentives, and Nissan offers a program that provides owners with free charging at certain public charging stations. Those looking for a simple urban runabout could also look at the $29,860 Leaf S, which gives up the SV and SL's upgraded battery pack in exchange for its much lower price. But the new 30.0 kWh battery sets the Leaf apart from the rest of the herd of easily attainable Fs, at least while we wait for other automakers to come out with their own upgraded battery solutions. We're particularly curious about Chevrolet's new Bolt, with a projected range above 200 miles thanks to a massive 60.0 kWh battery pack. Should GM deliver on its plan to start selling the Bolt by the end of this year, it will reset the curve for affordable Fs, leaving Nissan to play catch-up with its next-gen Leaf, which is scheduled to arrive in 2018.